Well, hello then. I do hope you're all well. Now, we've all seen the horrific scenes in Ukraine, and if I'm honest, talking a little bit too much can get you down a little bit. So I just fancied a bit of a giggle and a bit of a laugh. So as I was looking around on internet, and I realised I hadn't spoken a lot about Brexit, because I'm just one of these where I just think now it's pretty much done. It's just we're made as bed, so I might as well just lie in it. But I just thought I'd have a little look, see what was happening, latest news and stuff like that. And so I typed in Brexit news or whatever, and it came onto the Express, and I thought, I've never really looked on their page, wittering on about not taking up Brexit opportunities, they were saying. And I thought, I might have a little look. And then when I did, I noticed it was just little excerpts of the day. Some Burke were talking about how wonderful Brexit's going on in the morning, and then in the afternoon, somebody else took over doing the Brexit propaganda. And to say it was hilarious was an understatement. I fell off my chair in hysterics laughing. So I just want to share it with you. And there was all sorts of little stories where they were just doing anything they possibly could to basically just have a go at anybody and everybody who wanted to was a Remain and what. And it started off with good morning. And it started off with good morning presenter Adye, who made a dig at Brexit, accusing the government of not making a quick decision on Ukrainian refugees, while grilling Deputy Prime Minister on the situation in Ukraine. On GMB, Mr. Ray said, "I thought one of the reasons we came out of the EU, Mr. Raab, is that we would have more control. We could make quick, clear decisions. The EU has made a decision with ours. They've decided across all the EU states that they would allow people into European Union with no asylum application required for up to 3 years. We are supposed to be in control, and yet we can't appear to make a decision. What was the point?" And yes, quite rightly. And of course, we all know Mike Galsworthy, absolutely fantastically intelligent person, puts me to shame and stuff like that. Probably forgotten more about this sort of stuff than I'll ever remember. He basically said the same thing, but they spun it to have a go at him because he was a Remainer, because they said a Remainer has accused Brexit of isolating the UK for no reason. Scientist for EU founder Mike Galsworthy says, "Ukraine now negotiating to join the EU. So much for Brexit having a domino effect of countries leaving. We just isolated ourselves on our own continent, and for nothing." Yeah, you can't really argue with them. I think they do have a point. If this European superstate was ready to crumble, why would a country want to join it if come next week it's going to fall and crumble? Hilarious. But I love the way they spin it to have a go at these people who are having a go at their... Let's be honest, the mistake they made, because, as Marcus would say, they went into that booth and they put that cross in the wrong box. Sorry, Marcus. but this is what makes me laugh, is that when it comes to those who are on the side of Brexit are criticising the government, they laud them up. Like with Jayne Adye, I don't know if that's not how they spell it, but she's criticising the British government over Scottish Freeports. Now, I was under the impression that we could have had Freeports anyway, so I baffled me did this one. And the government has been criticised for failing to pursue a radical Brexit agenda with the 2 new Freeports that have been agreed with the Scottish government. Now, Jayne Adye, director of the campaign group Get Britain Out, said, "In another sign of the UK's categoric failure to pursue a radical Brexit agenda, the 2 new Freeports now agreed with the Scottish government have been specifically designed as green Freeports. instead of focusing on creating the best possible environment for industry and innovation through the removal of additional bureaucracy, we will see Boris Johnson and Nicola Sturgeon's huge net zero environment commitments forced on businesses in the region selected. This is hardly slashing red tape. For more than 30 years, the UK has failed to export any warship bigger than a petrol vessel. Scottish Freeports could have been at the heart of a recovery in the shipbuilding sector, building on the specialisation in producing the UK's 2 new aircraft carriers and encouraging huge new investment in Scottish regions from foreign investors. But instead of encouraging innovation, we can be certain the forced net zero agenda will only crush the opportunities in this important area of manufacturing and the Scottish economy as a whole. So that's what I mean. It makes me chuckle because clearly this person was a Brexiter. So when she criticises the government, yes, absolutely spot on. When somebody else who was on the other side criticises the government, down with them, give them a right good bashing. Ramona snivellers. And it didn't end there, because apparently they're now complaining the fact that the Ukraine conflict leading to Northern Ireland Protocol being pushed further down the list of priorities. Well, obviously, innit? Yes, it's also said that while the UK is focusing on the conflict in Ukraine, the Northern Ireland Protocol is pushed further down the list of priorities. He said the PM is rightly focused on the situation in Ukraine at the moment, as is the Foreign Secretary, Liz Truss. However, this also means the issue of the Northern Ireland Protocol is pushed further down the list of priorities. Without a minister dedicated solely on this issue, the EU will happily sit by and let the current status quo continue, depriving Northern Ireland of the benefits Brexit can handle. You know, I have a funny feeling. I think they'll probably say, you know what, England, you can have your Brexit. We're quite happy where we are. And I think it's the same with the European Union. They'll be quite happy to say, well, you signed it. Nobody forced you. Nobody put a gun to your head and forced you to sign the withdrawal agreement. This is all on you, so stop blaming us. Do you know what makes me giggle is the fact that this is what they wanted, they've got what they wanted, and they're still complaining. Can you imagine if they'd have actually lost? Wow. But anyway, she continued. At the very least, the new Minister for Brexit Opportunities and Government Efficiency, Jacob Rees-Mogg, must include Northern Ireland in his plans and not allow the issue to drift. I don't think he really has a clue what he's doing. If you're having to write a letter to the Sun readers to ask them what Brexit benefits you'd like to see, I think you know he's not got a clue what he's doing. But anyway, she continued, if Boris Johnson and the government are to really turn the corner on Brexit and in the polls, then the Prime Minister must ensure the same ambition he has applied to ending the COVID-19 restrictions and dealing with the Russian invasion of Ukraine, is put it towards radically implementing the full Brexit agenda which got him elected in the first place. I thought you knew what you're voting for, but if not, Boris will have no chance in getting re-elected at the next general election in 2024, if not before. I still have that sneaky feeling I don't think he'll be anywhere near the next election. That's my own personal opinion. I could be wrong, but who knows? It ain't called Teflon Bodge for nothing, is it? But if you want to see the cook, this is the best one. Save the best till last. This was hilarious. If they'd told me, look, we need to come out of the European Union because we need to get cheaper New Zealand plonk, I'd have just said, well, why didn't you bloody say so? I'd have gone for it. But this is belter. If I fall about laughing, I do apologise. The last one, says, cheers! Britain celebrates huge £800 million trade deal set to cut 5% off New Zealand wine. Oh yes, I'm already bought now. Britain has signed a new £800 million trade deal with New Zealand, which is set to cut the price of wine by 5%. Favoured New Zealand imports such as Sauvignon Blanc will become an average 20% cheaper per bottle due to the new deal, and kiwi fruit and Manuka honey will also become cheaper to import. That's it, I'm sold. That's it, I'm now a Brexiter. That great politician, Anne-Marie Trevelyan, the International Trade Secretary, said, this deal will slash red tape, remove all tariffs and make it easier for our services companies to set up and prosper in New Zealand. Our trade with New Zealand will soar, benefiting businesses and consumers throughout the UK and helping level up the whole country. Yes, some keywords, level up. Still don't know what it means. Like, now, this is a bit where they ask their readers, for their insight in all this. And of course, did they ask about, well, yes, but what about the farming industry? Won't this New Zealand deal affect them? No, of course not. They went full tontos. It said, Britain celebrate the news, with one Express reader commenting, not long until the EU become irrelevant. Yes, so irrelevant, Ukraine wants to join it. Another person online said, boycotting EU goods gets easier every day. You can really see the intelligence of their audience, can't you? I was just in hysterics laughing. I just thought it was just hilariously funny. I might do more of these, just for the giggle, because these desperate times where we're seeing such hardship and such desperation, do need a bit of a good giggle. Well, what do you guys think? Right, I shall leave the video here, and until the next time, I shall bid you farewell and take care.